everybody, this is Bobby with Bobby Stamps, and I'm going to show you my next card for my free card packets in May. I just love how this card turned out. I just think it is so pretty. So the stamp set I used is Sunshine Sayings, and then I also used the framelit that comes with it, so I have mine stored in the back of the stamp set. I'm going to use Pink Pirouette ink pad and Pear Pizzazz ink pad, and then I used a piece of paper from the Designer Series paper pack that these will no longer be available in the new catalog. So this is from the Subtles paper pack, and our card base is Pear Pizzazz, and then I have a piece of Pink Pirouette, and then the piece of DSP. This paper, the Pink Pirouette is cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and then the DSP paper, that is what we're going to use to cut the flower out with. And then the piece of Whisper White I have cut at 3 by 5 1/4. So let me go ahead and grab my bone folder and we'll give that a crease. So how this works is if you spend $25 in my online store, that is makes you eligible for 1 free card packet. If you spend $35, you would receive 2, and if you spend $50, you receive 3. So this is card 2 of the 3. So let me go ahead and just move this stuff out of the way really quick, and I'm going to grab my Big Shot. And let me grab the die really quick. And we're just going to lay that on there. Put our flower on there. I'm going to move that up a bit. And I'm going to tilt it over because I want to get the other piece cut out of that same piece of paper. Okay. Pop that out. Let me clean this off really quick. And then we'll just turn it like that. And that will make our other flower. So this is basically how I put that flower together. I just used this one die. And I'll show you here really quick. So, you pop that out. Pop all the little pieces out. And that's fine that it didn't cut the stem because we're not going to use the stem anyway. I think, yeah, I have a little piece stuck right there. So let me just clean that up. And then what we're going to do is take our snips and just round that piece off like that. And then we can just layer it together. What I did with the other one, I'm just trying to see if this will work like this, but I think I'm going to have to do it. Yeah, so what we're going to have to do is just cut the stem off and keep your stem because we'll incorporate it back on there. But we want to kind of get the stem out of the way. So let me grab my silicone mat. And for this, I'm just going to use the fine tip glue pen. Let me just make sure I have it pretty much where I want it. And then we're just going to put one little dot of glue and then just hold that there for a few seconds. And then I'm just going to move, I think I'm going to wait to put the stem on until we get the card put a little bit more together. Okay, let's grab the piece of Whisper White, and we'll open up the pink pirouette. Oops. There we go. Let me grab a piece of scrap paper. I'll just use the back of that. It's an old... Okay. So then we're just going to ink that up and then stamp off. And I just kind of did one of these numbers. Like that. Okay, you want to save room over here for your sentiment. And then I went back in to kind of fill it. And you can do it however you choose. I just didn't want a lot of white, so that's what I'm trying to do now, is just get the corners. And I think I'm going to leave it like that. And then we'll just close this up. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp our sentiments while we have it open. And it just says, "So happy for you," and it looks like it might be on my block crooked, so let me straighten that up just a bit before I decide to stamp with it. Okay. And then we're just going to take it down in the right hand corner like so. Now if you want to, you could go back in, and I think I'm going to, just so it doesn't look bare right there, but I'm going to just take it down right there, just a little bit closer. Okay, move that out of the way. Then we'll grab some snail. And we'll put the piece of pink pirouette. Just want to center it up. And then the same thing with the piece of Whisper White. And we're just going to center that piece up like so. Then we'll bring in our flower. And then I just glued, that's what I'm going to do right now, is just add a little piece, little dab of glue right there. And then we can just add in the stem again. Just hold that there for a second. And then while that's drying, you can use your fine tip glue pen, but if you don't get over excessive with the Tombow here, it won't run out too much. So that's what I'm gonna do, is just put just a little bit just in random places. Try to pick the thicker parts. Okay. And we're just going to lay that down like so. And then you can take your snips to get it to hold in place. And then you can go back in and add glue wherever you think that you want to add the glue to. Then we'll take our white accent pieces, and I used one of the larger ones to put right in the center of the flower, and then I chose to take 3 smaller ones and just put down here right above the sentiment. And there you go. It's that simple and that easy. So I would send you the the white accent pieces to go, and the designer series paper. You'd get everything to make the card. So if you have any questions, just visit my blog. It's bobbystamps.blogspot.com. Thanks, guys.